Welcome back to MG Marine Tech. Now, if you guys are here today, most likely you have a screen that looks a little bit something like this, and you're wondering what is going on with your unit. What you're looking at here is most likely a bad transducer. Now, it has been a plague across the Garmin community for a little while now. I see this issue happening all of the time, and that is exactly what we're going to be talking about today, are bad transducers. Now, I'm going to show you guys how this issue presents itself on your screen, some things you guys need to check before you call Garmin or start looking for a new transducer, and hopefully some things you guys can do to prevent this issue in the future. What are some of these symptoms of a bad transducer? Well, I'm going to throw up some screenshots here for you guys so you can follow along, and what you're going to notice right away is that one of the sides of the side imaging is extremely dark, or in some cases even completely black, and the other side of the side imaging looks relatively normal and has good returns. This is by far the most common symptom of a bad transducer. Now, it's not the only symptom of a bad transducer, because I have seen other cases where people have what looks like normal returns on both sides, but it may be extremely grainy. They cannot get the picture dialed in at all, no matter what the settings they use, and I have seen cases of that being a faulty transducer. Before you guys jump to conclusions and start bugging Garmin for a new transducer, there are a few things that you guys need to check yourself to rule out some issues. Now, that first issue that we're going to be talking about here is simply trimming your motor up. Now, I see this happen all the time. People driving around with their motors trimmed all the way down, and what this does a lot of the times is put the lower leg of the motor into the side imaging cone, and this can produce a screen or returns that looks a lot like a bad transducer. And what I'm going to do here is throw up a screenshot, and this screenshot is of me driving around intentionally trimming my motor all the way down and then trimming it back up. And what you are seeing here is areas where the screen is dark on the left side. These are areas where the motor was trimmed all the way down. And areas where it looks normal on both sides, these are areas where the motor is trimmed up and out of the way of the transducer's cone. This is not to say that there are other things that can get in the way of your transducer's cones, such as trim tabs, other transducers, kicker motors, etc. So this is all stuff to keep in mind. If you're having issues like this, just take a step back and look at your transducer and think of how the side imaging works with, a cone coming out of the left side and out of the right side. Now, obviously, if you have issues on the right side of your screen, you're going to have to look at things on the right side of your transom or the right side of the transducer, and vice versa. So if you have issues on the left side of your screen, there's might potentially be something on the left side of your transducer that is causing this issue. The second thing you guys need to check is a different frequency. So simply changing the frequency. Now, most commonly, this symptom or this issue affects the higher kilohertz settings on these transducers, but that is not always the case. So that's why I just simply say change the frequency to a different one. And I'm going to throw up another screenshot here, and it shows on the top of the screen here that this transducer was operating in 1120 kilohertz, because stuff at the top of the screen is the newest, and at the bottom left corner of the screen you'll see 1120 kilohertz, and obviously one side is not looking normal at all. One side is completely darker, or a lot darker than the right side. This is extremely typical of a bad transducer. Now, the bottom half of the screen is where this person had switched it to 455 kilohertz, and this is a perfect example. It works on 455 and it doesn't work on 1120 kilohertz, and this in fact is a bad transducer. Switch it to a different frequency, and if it works on that other frequency but not on the higher frequency or whatever frequency is giving you the issue, that is a bad transducer. What's causing this issue and what can be done about it? To be honest, I don't have the slightest idea what is causing this issue, which makes telling you guys things you can try almost impossible. The only thing I can recommend to you guys is to not operate your transducer out of the water for long periods of time. Now, I'm not talking like 2-3 minutes, jump and hold the hole. I'm talking like 15-20 minutes out of the water. Probably not a good idea. I don't know if that's going to fix it or prevent it, but that just is the most common sense thing for me to tell you guys to do. I don't know if this is a manufacturer defect, design defect, what it may be, if there's like a certain material in these transducers that is defective or what. All I know is that I see this issue come across the Garmin pages on Facebook, 2 to 3 times a week, which is unfortunate to say because Garmin is a great company, and it's unfortunate to have these issues. Now, I know some of you guys have had this issue 3, 4, 5 times, which is really unfortunate to see. But the great thing about Garmin is that their customer service is top notch. I have not dealt with a better company when it comes to customer service. And I'm not paid to say any of this stuff. I'm not paid to do any of these videos for you guys by Garmin. I do these videos because I enjoy doing them. I enjoy helping you guys out, and I enjoy the Garmin products. One of the things that is extremely important to me on certain products is the customer service behind those products, and Garmin's customer service is top notch. I've had to deal with Garmin's customer service on other issues, and it has been an extremely pleasant experience. These guys on the other end of the line know their stuff, and a lot of times they are hardcore fishermen like myself and you guys. They know what it's like to be without your equipment on the water, so they're gonna get it out to you and get you back on the water and make you a happy customer. If you have this issue, give Garmin a call. I've not seen them reject one person for this issue yet. I am done rambling about bad transducers. Now, hopefully this video helped you guys out to determine whether or not your transducer was bad, and hopefully you guys just had some stuff in the way of your transducer and you didn't have a bad transducer. If you guys do have a bad transducer, like I said, just give Garmin a call. They will help you out. In the meantime, hit that subscribe button for me. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it or if it helped you out. Drop any questions, comments, or concerns, even stuff you guys want to see on the channel down below in the comments section. Lets me know what you guys want to see. As always, stay tuned for more tips and tricks on MG Marine Tech.